Hey there superstars, it is Vanessa here again, your speaker, trainer and coach from Live, Love, Give, and I'm coming to you from a really beautiful place here in Brisbane. I'm just down in this beautiful parkland and I have had an incredible day and I wanted to share a little part of why it's been so incredible, and that has been because I actually just presented my 10th masterclass with the Limitless Potential Academy, so I'm really excited about that. 10 whole masterclasses down, so many more to come. It's endless, but today I dove into my absolute favorite topic, which is all around relationships and in particular intimate relationships. So really dove deep into this one and I spoke about the 5 elements of an extraordinary relationship, and I want to share some of that, or a little taste of it today, of what we dove into for a full 2 hours. It was a really deep dive, but I've got some really exciting stuff to share with you, and it's all about not settling for mediocrity in your relationships and actually starting to reach for the extraordinary. And I think so many of us, we've all been there where we've settled in a relationship and we've kind of stayed too long, or we've just settled and not grown, and we haven't taken advantage of the opportunity to grow in our depth of connection. We've just kind of even avoided relationships, and we've missed that fulfillment part that can come from a commitment and a dedication to reaching for the extraordinary in intimate relationships. And that's what I really want to talk to you guys about today. So I also want to articulate an amazing offer that I've got going on that you may or may not be interested in, but it is definitely for those who want to stop settling for mediocrity and absolutely reach for the extraordinary in their relationships. But I wanted to articulate 5 key elements of an extraordinary relationship, and this is all based on the work that I've been doing using myself as a guinea pig in all things relationships and personal development. But ultimately, the deep dive of studies that I've done, the courses, the certifications I've gotten, all of the studies that I've done in relation to how to build an extraordinary quality of intimate relationship. And this one has been powerful because 6 years ago, I actually started out doing the work that I do now as a relationship coach. And myself and my partner at the time used to coach couples and individuals, people who were in relationship, people who wanted to be in relationship, and we did a massive deep dive using our relationship as that vehicle to really test things out, get the experience, and ultimately be of higher value and service through our own experience to other people who we wanted to work with and who wanted to work with us. And ultimately what it came down to was I was able to find that there are 5 key elements of an extraordinary quality of relationship that you can use to measure its success, to measure what's causing the problems, and to measure where you actually want to get to. So many of us get totally trapped in confusion when it comes to this area of relationship, and what happens is 2 extraordinary human beings who could have an amazing relationship with one another end up going their separate ways when they really didn't have to. It's just they got caught up in so much confusion, so much hurt and pain, not having the answers, not being able to pinpoint what was wrong and where to go from here, and so they ended up sacrificing what could have been absolutely extraordinary. So I don't want any of us to do that. I want us to have the tools and the actual experience and just the roadmap to be able to understand this realm of relationship and at least have an avenue of actually being able to decipher and strategize and pinpoint what the hell is going wrong and how do we fix it, so we don't end up going down that path of pain where it just gets too painful that we just have to go our separate ways and sacrifice our potential. All right, so let me dive into it. The number one element of an extraordinary quality of relationship is mastering your personal power. Now, I've said just recently in one of my other Facebook Lives that, personal mastery is the foundation to relationship mastery. And it's so on point. Like when I started as a relationship coach, and what I found was, and why I shifted into relationships is like the big juicy part of what I love to do, but I don't start there ever. I work with the individual on their relationship with themselves, getting them into alignment, getting them into their personal power, getting them into authentic inspiration, in alignment with a life that is meaningful to them, getting clarity over who they really are, what they really want, and having the courage to go after it. And so that's the reason why I shifted gears from purely relationship focus into this expansion of starting with the individual and then we can work into the relationship stuff, is because I was finding that with couples, it doesn't matter what tools or strategies or advice that you give them. It could be the best of the best, but if they haven't mastered their own relationship with self, their personal power, or their partner hasn't, then it doesn't matter what those relationship tools or strategies are. They're not going to land right. They're not going to be delivered right. It's just going to, you're just going to feel like you're beating your head up on a brick wall time and time again. All right. So the number one element is definitely personal power. You have to master that area of relationship with yourself. Otherwise, at the end of the day, you are everything around you is a mirror to your own internal world. So how you get defensive, how you receive things, what meanings you make, what you focus on, all of that stuff is actually determined by what's going on in here, not what your partner says or does or doesn't do, right? So that is the number one element. The second element of mastering an extraordinary quality of relationship is to create unbreakable alignment. Now, what I really mean by this is by selecting a partner who has a shared common goal, vision for life, value system that is in alignment with yours, that you can really move the needle forward with this person. So many of us, we rely on our attraction, the initial lust of the beginning stages of a relationship. And then we realize we're in this relationship with somebody who's totally not even in alignment with us. They're going in a totally different direction. They have really core values that are so different to us that we just can't seem to make that work. It would seem like we had to compromise ourselves and what mattered to us to pursue a relationship in that direction. So you've got to be, in alignment, and you've got to be consistently checking in with yourself and realigning. It's Esther Perel, who is a relationship expert. Brilliant. If you don't know who she is, check out her stuff on YouTube or something. But ultimately, she said, I've been married 7 times to the same man. And that is because, as a relationship expert, she absolutely knows that we as human beings are constantly evolving and growing. So who you married 20 years ago isn't the person standing in front of you today. So much of life has happened. Their growth, their progression, or, their experiences are mapping who they are right now. And so just like the individuals are growing and evolving, so too does your relationship need to evolve, So there needs to be check-in, measurability, realignment, getting juiced and excited for a compelling future with one another that you're both truly excited for. The third element of an extraordinary relationship is evolving the flow of love and connection. This is super important, we've got to have that ability to choose love over fear and love to the depths of our whole capacity. At the end of the day, the purpose of our lives is to love fully and be loved fully. And so, in our intimate relationships, we must have that element of love and that courage to choose love over fear, to give our all to all that we do, to master the art of love by both giving and receiving simultaneously without condition. Okay, loads of stuff in there. The fourth element of an extraordinary relationship is igniting attraction and passion. All right, so you've got to, it's Tony Robbins who would say that the only difference between an intimate relationship and a friendship is the intimacy. If you don't have an intimate relationship, if you don't have that attraction and that passion and that intimacy with your partner, you're not really in an intimate relationship. Maybe you're in a friendship, or maybe you're just roommates, right? But at the end of the day, that is not an extraordinary quality of relationship. We have so much depth to experience in this realm, so we must make that a major focus. And then finally, the fifth element of an extraordinary relationship. All of this, by the way, I've gone super granular and in depth in this month's monthly masterclass. If you're part of the masterclasses, the recording is up. If you couldn't join me live today, it's all up there. It's ready for you in your membership site. Can't wait to hear from you guys. And if you want to get access to deep dive in everything that I'm talking about today, then definitely hit up my website. Link is up above. You can join the monthly masterclasses there. You'll get instant access to not only today's monthly masterclass on the 5 elements of an extraordinary relationship, but also all the previous 9 other masterclasses, and they are action-packed and they're all in alignment to help you reach your limitless potential. But the 5th element of an extraordinary relationship is win-win communication. All right, so communication is key. We've all heard that, but so many of us are going to our relationships with best intentions, but have zero idea how to communicate with this other human being who's wired differently to us. And ultimately, what we need to do is become emotionally intelligent so that, we can make a situation better based on our input to it. And that's how we need to master our communication. We need to realize that, conflict is really just an avenue for depth of connection, and we need to stop people pleasing, stop tiptoeing over the issues. We need to speak the unspeakables. We need to communicate about everything in our relationships, because when we don't, we end up building resentment and creating stories that become the silent killer of our what could be an extraordinary relationship. All right, they're the 5 elements of an extraordinary relationship. I hope that me talking into that is of value, and I've got some super exciting news for all of you guys who are still with me because you love relationships and you want to take it to the extraordinary. I'm actually offering a free bonus gift from me to you, 2 live free tickets, VIP style, to one of my upcoming one-day live events. I'm going to be holding them here in Australia, in the US, and in Europe, and you can get your juicy little hands on 2 of those VIP tickets to any of those events that you should choose, and I'm offering that as a bonus. Why? It's going to be a bonus if you join up to the 28-day extraordinary relationship challenge, which is going to go deep and granular on the 5 elements of an extraordinary relationship. You're going to be working with myself and my team, and we are going to help you create your absolute best relationship possible. We're going to master your personal power. We're going to master, that unbreakable alignment, that also with the flow of love and connection, attraction and intimacy, and communication in your relationships. Now, this doesn't matter if you are single or a couple, if you're in a relationship and your partner's not even interested in this stuff, it does not matter. I have absolutely created it for all of you guys, for all of us. The only prerequisite is that you must be the kind of person who is not willing to sacrifice your potential and your fulfillment by settling for mediocrity, and you're absolutely right there and you are ready to take your relationship to the extraordinary, or set yourself up so that that next person that comes your way, you have got the greatest filtering process to ensure that you are selecting the right partner. Tony Robbins would say that 90% of your relationship success comes down to selection. And if you don't know who you are, what you want, in all these areas of relationship, then you might just fall into the wrong one again and again and again. I've been there myself, and ultimately, you're sacrificing your time on this planet to reach your potential in the area that I truly believe is the greatest vehicle for your personal development and fulfillment, which is your intimate relationships. Okay, so if you are definitely interested in joining the 28-day couples challenge, you can absolutely join. I would love to hear from you, so shoot me a DM. I'll give you the 3 options, because there's 3 options for you. So I wanted to make it really easy, but this offer of the 2 VIP free live tickets to my live events. That's only going to be available for the next 24 hours. So if you are interested in this, make sure that you are shooting me a message ASAP. I'll shoot you the options. And if anybody in your life, if you know anybody in your life who is maybe settling for mediocrity in their relationships, maybe they're at a dead end in their relationships and they just don't know where to go, and you know that they want something extraordinary, they just don't have the answers, they just don't have the roadmap, please share this video message with them and get them to act ASAP. And oh my gosh, I've been going off because it's my favorite topic and I'm really excited. Already got a bunch of you signing up and I can't wait to see you. It starts, I should say, on the 13th of May, so that's 2 weeks from today. We're going to be taking off into the 28-day challenge, so get ready. But like I said, 24 hours and the bonus of the 2 free VIP tickets to one of my one-day live events. They're only there as if you sign up within the next 24 hours. Okay, I'm going to check in with you guys, make sure that you're saying hi, let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. I'd love to connect. So I've got Gregory and Deanne and Delemba, holla to you. And Ram's here, hello Ram, and Emma and Tracy and Zook, so nice. I'm up in Brisbane right now. I think I tagged my location. I don't know the name of this place right now, but it's beautiful up here, up in Queensland, sunny Queensland in Australia. And Donnie's here, and Jerry and Don and Andrew and Tayeb and Michael and Robbie and Huss is in the house, and Martin and George and John and Ray and Terry and Deanne. Hello to you, beautiful. And Terry, hi Vanessa, thank you for bringing your extraordinary light to an already very sunny Spain. Always sending you much love over there to sunny Spain, a beautiful part of the world. Thanks, Terry. And Ty's here as well, and Katie. I hope you guys who are catching me just now will definitely catch the recording. It's got a time-sensitive, amazing offer of 2 free tickets, VIP style, to one of my live events upcoming in Australia, the US, and in Europe. Can't wait. Super excited to connect with each and every one of you guys. And if you want to be part of the 28-day extraordinary relationship challenge, which kickstarts on the 13th of May, you need to get onto me ASAP. Shoot me a message or comment below, whatever's easy for you. I'll shoot you the options and we'll get started. Can't wait. Sending you guys, as always, all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I really do hope that it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary, that you're doing something super empowering, and that today's message has definitely served you, opened your eyes to the 5 key elements to measure in your relationship for success. And can't wait to see you guys, whoever wants to come and take their relationship from mediocrity to the extraordinary, or at least if you're single, to set yourself up to win. This challenge is not just about being in a relationship, you know, it's about you being your best and setting yourself up to win. So can't wait to see you guys there, and can't wait to hear from you. I'm signing off. I'm sending you all of my love, and I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. Much love.